What's up, y'all? It's DSD Informed here, man. The day after 10/10/15 is here. The march is over, but we still got a long way to go. I'm out here enjoying the sun, taking in, strengthening my melanin, even though I got a little more carbon than most. I just want to make a point. I was speaking with a sister this morning about some of the things that were going on, and she was, we kind of got into a discussion, debate, maybe you might want to call it, whatever the case may be, about the situation and the things that are at hand. And I respect the sister, beautiful sister. Probably going to do great work. Probably going to do a lot of great work. But she said something to me that's always been problematic for me. And she talked about the $1 trillion spending power, so to speak, of the black community. Now, I've always told people, don't ever count that $1 trillion, because most of that $1 trillion spending power, that 1.2, some odd 1.4, whatever it is going to be this year, $1 trillion spending thing has nothing to do with the conscious community. That's always been my argument, because that stuff is like, they talk about that money about, people spending it on Christmas presents. We don't celebrate Christmas. All these other gifts and things like that, that most members of the conscious community don't tend to participate in. We don't do those things. So the fact that that money is spent, granted, that's a lot of cash. A lot of those people aren't people that would consider themselves to be part of this Black Power, RBG, conscious community type movement. This lifestyle that we're trying to promote, that we're living. Most of them won't claim that, hell, most of them don't want anything to do with us. But yesterday, something happened. Yesterday, something very amazing happened. And it's not a good thing. It's a good thing that it happened. But something happened yesterday that was very amazing. Millions of dollars from the conscious community, millions of dollars were spent in travel alone to go and gain knowledge about a situation. And people might ask me, DS, why are you bringing this up? Why are you saying this? What's the point of this conversation? What are you trying to say? What I'm saying is, for the longest, I always made the argument that, that money don't belong to us. That's the unconscious community for the most part. That's them spending their money. That ain't got nothing to do with us. But yesterday, we spent millions of dollars. The so-called conscious community spent millions of dollars in travel alone. They don't include hotel fees and all of that stuff and not plane tickets, but food and beverage and everything like that. We spent millions of dollars. Now, some time ago, we had a sister hop up on the Facebook and all over social media trying to promote a new Black Wall Street 2.0, if you will, trying to get this thing jumping off. She couldn't raise any money, couldn't do it. A new Black Wall Street. Now, the conscious community quick to bring up Wall Street. We had a Black Wall Street. It was so great and amazing. The white man came and they blew it up and they killed the people and and the third. But when the sister was talking about rebuilding it, even put up a post of a small town, very small town, for sale. Storefront properties, housing, lodging, everything. Good to go. Only thing you had to do was move in, set up shop, and keep it moving. That's it. Couldn't get any help. Couldn't get any funds. And shout out to that sister for continuing to push that dream. Dr. Umar Johnson talked about having his own school and how he needed a certain amount of money in order to accomplish this goal. To the best of my knowledge, that campaign that he had going didn't go that well. But we always talk about we need to be segregated. We need to separate ourselves. We need to have schools and teach our own about our history and have these things like that. But when the call was made to build a school, not even build a school, hell, the school existed. To have a school where we can have for our sons. I think it was specifically for the boys at the moment, but I might be wrong. It's been a while since I've actually looked over it. But for our children to go to and learn about that. When we had that ability, that chance, we let it go. So again, the conscious community, we dropped the ball on that one. That has nothing to do with the 1.2 trillion spending all about. That has to do with the black community not putting together that fund to make it happen. And I feel like, yeah, we might have missed the deadline drop on some of these things. You know, because sometimes these things pop up quick. You know, Monday, it'll come up, what's the day? The 11th, it'll pop up the 11th. You got to have the money together by the 18th. You got 7 days. That's kind of a rush. I give it that. But that shouldn't stop us from continuing to support the concept so that we can still have that money together. There's no reason why that money shouldn't have still been raised and continue to grow on a regular basis. We should be constantly giving up money to cause that to grow. But what's going on with it? What's really going on with it? You know? So, nextly, we go and Farrakhan speaks about the things that have been going on recently and how we need to come together and build upon these things. How we're going to have millions of people to feed and having our own emergency group and things like this. A lot of the things that we already know we need to accomplish, but he spoke about them. And I personally feel, and I know people really don't give a damn about how I personally feel. Just an opinion. Who are you to have an opinion about something? You know what I'm saying? Who are you? But I personally feel that all of that could have been said in a podcast. It was a great event. Don't get me twisted. It was great to go and celebrate that movement. It was great to go and put that together. I think it's a beautiful thing, to be honest, to have so many of us in one area and there not be any negativity going on. Not any killings and no shootings. And it's like a big family reunion. Hell, as niggerish as it might sound to me, I was hoping somebody would have pulled out a big ass barbecue and started cooking on the grill. Because I'm just saying, that many black people, so much good food, so much good knowledge, so much from the elders that can be learned. Not just from the speakers that are up there, but just from the comrades that you would dwell upon during your time there, you know, in their presence. So that's just me being real. That's just me being me. I'm out on this walk too, because I'm about to walk past this piece of property that's for sale, which just kind of brings about the point of my video too, is that the money that was spent, again, and travel alone, I don't know how many people made it, but I know people came from North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, all over. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably came out from out of the country for this. The amount of money that was spent, if every person that went spent $50, and there was 1 million people, that's $50 million. But yeah, there's a lot for sale right here. Over my shoulder. Decent size lot. I would have to, find out about codes and everything, what can and cannot be done on it. But I just find it interesting that this could be used for something. It's just sitting here, wasting away. This could be used for something. Somebody, it's $15,000. You know what I mean? And I'm pushing for some other stuff. We get these things like this jumping off. I can show y'all some other places. 20 acres of land. 20, 30 acres of land for sale. Just here in North Carolina. I'm in a little small town of Wilson on top of that we could be using for something. Something can be happening with it. But the point is, I feel like all the money that we spent as a whole could have been utilized to support these causes that we're talking about having. So I understand people wanted to go, but ask yourself, how many black airlines did you use to get there? How many black-owned airlines did you use to get there? How many black rental car companies did you use in order for you to travel there? How many black gas stations did you stop and build upon when you got there to get there? How many black restaurants did you stop and eat at on your way there? You see what I'm saying? How many black restaurants or how many black-owned businesses did you support while you were there? Not saying you didn't make the conscious effort to do it, but the thing is, how many black hotels did you stay in? Black-owned, black-operated hotels did you stay in? called a cab in DC. Good luck with that shit. How many black-owned cab companies did you see? People know me around here. How many black-owned people did you support? Not just cab drivers, but cab companies did you support during your time there? And the fact of the matter is, the answer is probably none. So the millions of dollars we use in travel, in order to just get there, could have been utilized to not only support, but to build these type of companies, so that we can have these type of companies and further ourselves and build for ourselves. So over the course of the next 2 months, 22 days or 83 days to be exact, I expect to see much more. I'm DSD Informed. Y'all have a great day. Peace.